Hello and welcome to Universe Sandbox, the game that doesn't know the limits to physics and is amazing. Like normally, things cannot move through space faster than the speed of light. I phrase it like that specifically because space itself can expand and contract at whatever speed it feels like. If you enjoyed this video of Universe Sandbox, be sure to let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe if you're new to my channel. In this video, I think I'll be creating anti-gravity, which there is a way, which I probably won't show you until near the end of the video. I need that audience attention. I think I'm just going to start out by placing a Jupiter in between Earth and Mars. I've done this a handful of times, and Earth sometimes gets pulled out of its orbit, sometimes Mars does. I think it's mainly where I place it and where the planets are in relation to each other. So like Earth, it was much closer. Earth is moving faster than Jupiter, but Jupiter is moving faster than Mars. Because the closer you are to something, the faster you have to move so you don't crash into it. An orbit is basically you're always falling towards something, but you're moving too fast to hit it. And sometimes Earth got completely ejected from the solar system, or got sent out on a super long orbit, kind of like how Mars kind of got sped up and pushed away. And I already know the frame rate isn't the best. I'll be using the Steam FPS counter, and it'll say like 50. The game is like barely moving. I don't know why that happens. It's one of the few games I get a decent-ish frame rate. Recording obviously takes a huge toll on it, and I know I missed last week's video, so I think I'll just upload another video later this week. By later this week, I mean probably tomorrow or Sunday. As you can see, Mars's orbit gets pretty close to Jupiter's, and then super far away. It's gonna have really cold and long winters and short and hot summers, because as you get close to the sun, you move faster, and as you move away from it, you lose momentum.
Yes, science!
And Mars and Jupiter are getting really close to each other. Mars basically got pulled into a brief orbit and is now either in orbit around Jupiter or it's still in orbit of the sun. I just changed a few settings, which it really didn't help at all. You know what's sad when you think like 15 FPS is rather smooth. The few games I get 60 and nothing has happened in a little while. To be fair, I'm only going like 16 days a second, so that's probably why. I mean, it's in 2034. I meant to say this in the intro, but if there's something you want me to do in, say, Universe Sandbox or any other games you want me to check out. You know how I said this game doesn't understand physics? This is a good example. Somehow Jupiter caused Mars to get not only moving at 254 kilometers a second, which is obviously higher than the escape velocity of the sun, whoops, but it went down at an angle. That's kind of what I was talking about. You know what? Let's change things up. Let's make it go the opposite direction, which is simple to do. Put a negative sign in front of it. Because what that does, it's still moving at the same speed, but in the opposite direction. You can do that with rotational periods, say on masses, and it's really funny. And putting the negative sign in front of a mass has some interesting effects. It no longer has gravity. It pushes things away, which this is actually what would happen if something had negative mass. And I am not referring to antimatter. Antimatter and negative mass are different. Antimatter is made of normal mass, like everything is opposite about it. So something has a positive charge in normal matter, and antimatter it's negative. Like an electron, I believe it has a negative charge, but the antimatter equivalent, a positron, has a positive charge. And the way gravity and everything works is, this grid is a good example. Universe is like a sheet, like a flat sheet, and if something has mass, it curves space around it, giving the force of gravity. However, it's like when you stretch a blanket out and put something in it, it's gonna roll to the middle, and it's gonna like pull it down, and anything else will roll to the thing in the middle. So if something has negative mass, it pushes at the same rate that it would pull things in, if that makes sense. Its gravity is the same strength, but it pushes things at the same strength. Anyway, that's one way to destroy the solar system. It's really weird. I've done this a few times. Like, I'll have a really big black hole, and I'll launch something at it at a high speed, like that. Where's our sun? There it is. It's only moving at 8.96 times the speed of light. Yeah, that's totally physically possible. I'm gonna slow this down quite a bit, because if you didn't know, the speed of light in 1 second is equivalent to 7 Earths. In a second, a single photon of light can go around the planet 7 times, I believe. And say, from out here, since this thing is moving really quickly, it's going to be pushing on the sun at the same force that would be pulling in it. It's trying to slow it down since the sun's moving so quickly. I mean, to be fair, as it moves quicker and quicker, as you can see, it went down to 0.9543, but it's still going to hit. I think it's going to add mass to the sun. Not sun, black hole. Yeah, added 1 solar mass. I don't understand how that works. Wouldn't it go down to like 1 digit off of 10 million? Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove a 0, so it's put it there. Is it pushing or pulling? I don't remember. It's pushing. Like, the sun is still going to move closer, but as it gets closer, the repulsive force is going to get stronger and stronger, slowing it down until it gets overwhelmed and pushed back. You can kind of see it in its like predicted path line in that line, like it's slowing down, but eventually you'll see the line like speed up and like go the opposite way. It'll go the other way. Because look at the line, it's like doing that. Then it's making a straight line through the black hole, but now it's speeding up and the line is slowly getting further and further away, and boop, now it's going the other way. It basically just did a U-turn, and now it's slowly getting pushed further and further. And it's really fun when you do this with like Jupiter's entire system, and it's like close to 70 moons-ish, which is a lot. I know it's really weird. Our moon compared to our planet, it's huge. Okay, Jupiter is 318 times the mass of Earth. And Io, I think it's a little bit bigger than our moon, I'm not sure. Let's just change that to moon. Yeah, it's 1.22 moon. And what is the biggest chart? Ganymede, yeah. I should have known that. Ganymede, in real life it's bigger than Mercury, but in the game it's not. I don't know why. I believe Mercury is like 4 point something moon masses, lunar masses, and in the game it's 2.02. Why? I don't know. And compared to Jupiter, it's tiny. And compared to our planet, our moon is huge. I can't remember exactly how many times smaller the moon is than the Earth. Hold on, I have a friend. How big is Earth compared to its moon? The moon is 27% smaller. I believe its gravity is about 1/6. I may be wrong about the gravity thing. Siri said the thing about the percent, so don't get mad at me, get mad at her. And with the negative sign, it just pushes away. At the same rate, it would pull things in. Like, it's almost impossible unless I'm moving at, or like pretty close to the speed of light, pretty much. I mean, not necessarily, because it's Jupiter, it's not that big. Yeah, it's big in the scale of planets, but in the scale of the universe, no. Even though further moons are getting pushed away now. That's just so weird how the anti-gravity works. And there is a way to change it back from being a negative mass object. Just change the mass a little bit, like to 0.01 Jupiters, and something, it should slow down the objects. Yeah, Callisto, its speed is slowing down, which is gravity pulling it back, but it's too far and too fast. Yeah, I know, my computer's terrible, thanks game. Where is it? I already know this is gonna run like crap, so just get ready. The ultimate engineered solar system. This is gonna be fun to annihilate with anti-gravity. I like how I changed from anti-gravity to anti-gravity. I don't know why that is. Oh, I know that frame rate is horrible. I'm getting a whopping 8 FPS, so you're welcome. I should slow down time. Trails would probably help. Yeah. I'll add the trails. You can kind of see the planets. Just bear with me. And I'm just going to put a negative sign. Just because I love chaos. I'm going to turn on the orbits. Oh, I should not have done that. Okay, I deleted like half the system, so this is probably the best I'm going to get. It looks like something that came in and just bit a chunk out of the system. Now I'm going to speed up time, which is going to slow down my computer a little bit. It's like the reverse of a hurricane. Like, this is the eye. And there's like the clouds. Kind of looks like I'm so mature. If you're about 12 mentally, you know what this looks like, and as the trails go out, it's not helping. I'm not going to say what it is because Susan is listening, but everyone with the mental age of 12 understands what's happening here. I believe that's enough carnage for one episode of Universe Sandbox. If you enjoyed this video at any point, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and leave a comment down below with some things or other games you would want me to check out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.